Hello and welcome to the STB Racing League Season 19 Azerbaijan Grand Prix, live here from the Baku City Circuit on the streets of Baku, the capital city of Azerbaijan. You join us then for Tier 2. Unfortunately, some drivers unfortunately can't be with us this evening, so we have got a slightly smaller lobby here this evening, but we've got some great drivers. We've got Tris, Nicky, Marshy's back for his first race in the league, Dan Boss. So we've still got, some decent drivers to give us a great battle here. We did have Preacher Chom in the lobby, but unfortunately he's had some electricity issues. So hopefully we'll see him back in time for the race. I'm joined by Bram Nillison here in Baku. Bram, how you feeling ahead of this Grand Prix? What can we expect from this race?
Yeah, Baku's always. I really like Baku. It always causes some chaos, and I'm expecting a hectic race here today at Baku.
Yes, obviously it is a street circuit. So obviously there are. Right there, I'm just checking if the stream. I'm just checking if the stream's working.
I can confirm it is working.
Hopefully the quality's okay. Okay then. What I was going to say, so obviously yes, it is a street circuit, so obviously the barriers are very close proximity to the barriers here in Azerbaijan. But yeah, Bram, what can we sort of expect from strategy? Because obviously some drivers I know are going to go on softs for qualifying, some may even go on medium if they think they can get in the top 10. Mafio's on a set of mediums right now, so yeah, what can we expect from the strategy?
Yeah, strategy is a bit of an interesting one at Baku. I expect a few drivers to try and qualify on medium so they can go for the one stop. If you're on softs, a one stop might still be possible, but it's really slow. And if you qualify on softs in the top 10, it's definitely going to be a two stop from soft to medium to medium. The one stop is probably the preferential strategy, so it's going to be interesting to see which one works out best.
Yes, let's just put the... So Nicky's 3 tenths off pole at the moment. Tris is on a 36.9. That is matching Tier 1 pole position yesterday. So very close times here in Baku. Let's look at Kaiki's first sector then in the Red Bull. I think he's made a mistake in the first sector. That's not very good, is it? Dilemma's on a lap then. Let's see what he can do. It's slow, but there's a sector 1 yellow. Got a little bit of traffic in the second sector here. Right then, let's look at Tommy Real Bram. That's another driver that we want to be looking out for. He's also on a set of medium. So yeah, it's a lot. It's very mixed strategies here in Baku. Some on medium, some on softs. Is Bram here?
Yeah, I'm here. Don't worry.
Rambo's picked up a 5-place grid penalty then. He's had a collision with Marchi as Tommy Real goes behind the Brazilian. He's in P4 now on those mediums. Yeah, very quiet at the moment, Bram. We'll get more into it as the session progresses, I'm sure. But
and Mats just hit the wall on his lap for the second time running. I think he's picked up wing damage and he's almost cut across the track.
But that would have been a penalty.
Yep, but he has not.
Talking of penalties, Bram, there was a lot of racing incidents last week in Bahrain. So no action taken for Tier 2, so the drivers have got no penalties to worry about here. So that's something, that's a positive, as Tris is a 10th up. He's on the pace here in Baku.
Yes, Tris is a very good driver, especially in qualifying. Nicky's right on his back though, and I think it's going to be a close fight between those two in the fight for pole position.
March is pretty close as well, but Tris then is going to go...
Oh, that's a quick time. 36.7.
That would have actually been pole position last night in Tier 1. So.
Yes, that's correct.
We will see. Right then, so Kaiki now is on, well, he's backed out his lap, but he's got a lot of support in the chat so far. Bruno Will here supporting him. as King Lemon has hit the wall.
Oh, is he out of
I
the session?
I don't know if... No, he's just hit the wall.
Oh, and he's disconnected.
Oh, okay. Well, lovely. We love that. Brian, if you could try get him in, I will as well. I don't know where Preacher Chom is, unfortunately. I think King Lemon... Yeah, I'm not too sure, really, but... Right then, so Tristan leads the qualifying here in Baku. We're down to 13 now. Hopefully we can get these drivers back in. A little bit shocking at the moment in terms of that. But Tristan on pole position at the moment. Nicky is going to go for another run. Marchi as well. Tommy Real. We've got Milkman still to set a lap. I think he's on one now, actually.
Mario still here?
Yeah, if you could try and just get King Lemon back in.
Yeah. Good.
Right then, King Lemon's in. Welcome to the viewers that have just joined us here for Tier 2. Do keep tuned for an incredible race. Yes, a slightly smaller lobby this evening, but a great race should be on our hands here in Azerbaijan. Milkman then's coming around the second sector now, so let's see what he's going to do here. Well, he's backed off his lap, so that was a waste of time, me watching that, wasn't it?
Yeah, that happens a lot in qualifying.
Let's look then, sorry, Font Alaba. Let's see. So he was like I think it was like a second up in the first sector, so he's on a much better lap here.
Yeah, and Baku is of course a very tricky track, easy to make mistakes and lose time. A lot of corners are very hard and it's very hard to get down the perfect lap.
Definitely, right then, let's see how he takes the esports corner.
I like to call it, he hits the wall slightly, not an ideal line for Fontaba. He's 2/10 down on his
He's had a
time.
bad sector 2.
Ooh.
He's had a very bad sector 2 there.
And Matti is on a lap as well, but he's not using any ERS. I think he's saving it for the next lap.
Right,
No.
Dilemma's on a lap. So coming through sector 1, very traction orientated this circuit.
Yeah, the rear tires really suffer at this track, Madi. Towards ends of stints you will see a lot of rear tires sliding around all the way over the track because they wear out so much more than the front tires, which causes a lot of oversteer in the car.
Didn't know that. I just stick the setup on and go out racing. I don't care about
Yeah.
strategy or anything. I just go out racing. But
Yeah, you just go for that medium traction control.
yeah, medium traction, stick it on, stick the setup on, done, sorted. Win tier 3 tomorrow.
Yes.
Dilemma then comes round the third to last corner. Whoa. I don't really count the madnesses that are these kinks down the straight. I don't really.
Dambos is on a decent lap as well. He's 6/10 up on his time.
Yeah, Dilemma. Let's just check Dilemma then, and then we'll get on to Dambos. It is a 37.8 P number 5 then for Dilemma. A decent lap. Look at Dambos then coming to the line, 6/10 up. P4.
Decent job from
Decent
him.
lap there. Decent lap there from Dan Souza. 'Cause, 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 'cause
Yes,
King
very
Lemon, then
decent
he'll be open,
indeed.
He'll be hoping. King Lemon will be open to get a lap in. Mafio is on a set of mediums apparently. Dilemma has retired from the race. He'll be happy with P6, I think.
Yes, and
Crooken,
we're nearing the final runs. Nicky
yeah.
is gonna go for his final lap to try and snatch pole position out of the hands of AMS Tris. And let's go on board for Nicky's final lap at the Baku City Circuit qualifying. Into turn 1 he goes, maximizing the track, braking on the
Who are you
curb.
watching, sorry?
Nicky, 4th gear on the exit, and it's a decent turn 1 from Nicky. Then into turn 2, very important traction zone all the way, because you need to get the power down all the way through the straight. DRS is open up to 8th gears, reaching 225 kilometers per hour, 325 kilometers per hour before going into turn 3. Not one of my favorite corners. Into turn 4. Wow, I'm really stumbling. Into the chicane. It's very tricky. It's very tricky, and it's easy to lose time there, but he takes it quite nicely. Really need to nail that inside apex on the first corner. Same goes for this corner. And entering the castle section. Let's see if he goes in with a lot of commitment. Not the most commitment, but it's decent, and the line is alright. He lines it up nicely for the exit out of this corner. Now it's a long...
Checkered flag, sorry, has dropped on the session, so this is the final opportunity now for Nicky. Can he get pole position here in Baku, coming through esports
into esports corner? He takes a nice line and it sweeps through the corner, getting a great exit into the final real corner on the track. It gets a bit of understeer and it's not perfect. He's lost a bit of time there, but let's see how he gets on as he runs up to the line. Of course, there's a long way to go and a long straight standing in between Nicky and pole position if he's up enough on his current time.
Jonna goes P5.
And it's not enough for Nicky, and it's looking likely that Tris will be getting pole position. He's 9,000ths up on his time. Matty once again being last in qualifying. We've seen that before.
That's what Tommy Reel's going to do. He's 8 tenths up. He's on for this front row.
And Tris just manages to improve. It's going to be tight though with Tommy Reel at the top. And Tommy Reel tends to have...
Sorry, Bram. Tommy Reel is on for a front row. Rambo goes P3. Is Tommy Reel going to get the 36s? Yes, he is. I believe that's P2 for Tommy Reel.
Yes, indeed, Marian. That's a good qualifying from him. I think Tris really is one of those guys who's just very quick in qualifying. But... Ooh, and there's a good penalty for Rambo. Might have missed that one.
So then, your grid for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Let's hope all 14 do finish this race and they can have a great race here in Baku. First is AMS Tris. Decent. Second is Tommy Reel. He'll be open for another great race. He won last time out, I believe, in Bahrain. He did, yes. We went around the outside and we lagged out, didn't we, Bram?
Yeah.
Third, Nicky. Fourth will not be Rambo, it'll be Marchi. Fifth will be Danbars. Sixth will be Milkman. Seventh will be Jana. Eighth will be Crooken. Ninth is going to be Rambo. And 10th is going to be King Lemon in the top 10. It's very difficult to do quick maths because I'm not very good at maths. So it's very difficult to do quick maths when we've got 10 seconds to go. But Koiki will be the first driver to have fresh choice of tyre. So he'll be open for a good little strategy move. You can see the paddock club here. You can see the nice little grandstand. I should have been there at Brazil, but
yeah, and it's looking like a dry race, Maldi.
I'm not allowed to travel. But yes, Bram. Obviously, Azerbaijan. Let's look at the strategy. It is a circuit where old meets new. We've got some old buildings in Baku, such as the castle section, and then we've got the modern sort of tourism sort of
modern buildings, yeah, flashy.
Yeah, so very good, very shows the wealth of Baku. Right then. Waiting for players apparently, so we're waiting for the players to put their setups on and to sort their cells out because obviously it's very difficult to do so. for some reason. But yeah, Bram, what can we expect from lap 1? Obviously, we don't really want to talk about past races here. We want to talk about now.
Yeah, I'm expecting a very hectic
what can we
lap 1.
expect from lap 1? We don't want too hectic like it was in the past, but we just want, you know, a nice little race.
Yeah,
on our
just
hands here.
on street circuit. It's so tight. It's so hard to get through unscathed on lap 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see some contact here and there on lap 1. Of course, preferably we would not, but at Baku is just inevitable, isn't it?
Yeah, so close to the barriers. Right then. So, Bram, you said about a potential two-stopper. Last night there was many safety cars in the actual race, so we didn't actually catch the strategy. We haven't really had any data from the Tier 1 race about strategy. So what do you think is going to be the strategy here in Baku? Are we talking two-stoppers, maybe drivers going soft to hard? Is that going to work? What do you think the strategy could be?
Yeah, it's a two-stopper, and if you're outside the top 10, it's really a one-stop from mediums to hards. On the softs, though, inside the top 10, two-stop is the name of the game, and it's a decent strategy as well. Aggressive, and you've got good pace all the way through the race if you go for two stops. So yeah, two-stopper it is.
So obviously, medium to hard. Obviously, medium is around a second slower than the soft, but it's a lot more durable. So what can we? Do you think?
Yeah, softs are terrible in the race at Baku. These softs go off after about 5 laps. They're really, they're really useless.
Okay. As I said, I don't really pay attention to strategy that much. I just put the setup on and go racing and then call it a day and go bed. So there you go.
That's probably a good approach.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Just have some fun. Decent.
It's a lovely approach.
Matty starting last.
Warming up those soft compound tyres, those red walled soft compound tyres. That is a mouthful.
Yeah.
Tommy Real then in his Alpine is going to be P2. He's going to be right on Triss's diffuser there. I was about to say a weird word, but we don't want that. We want to keep it PG. It is before 9 PM in the UK. Third is Nicky then. He's in his Alfa Romeo. He'd be hoping for a better race than he had in Bahrain. He lost the victory in the desert. Fourth is Marchi. He's in his Williams look, and that's his first race now, repping for Brazil. And there you go. Fifth is Dan Salza. Sixth, Milkman. Seventh, Jonna. I believe it was Jonna in second, wasn't it, last week?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes,
yeah, so
correct.
He got absolutely mugged off there by Tommy Real last week, so he'll be hoping to try and repay the favour. Bram, who's going to win the Baku Grand Prix?
Jordan Souza is going to win the Baku Grand Prix, I think.
Souza, it's Salza, but okay.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's Souza. Souza?
Yeah, Souza.
Souza?
Very positive.
I don't know. Very sorry to any Brazilians watching. I will practice. Okay then, it's 4 lights, Bram. It's 5 lights for the Baku Grand Prix. I'm just going to say Tommy Real's going to win because why not? He's on the front row and it slows down. Away we go. He's had a decent start, but just had a much better start. There's they go down turn 1.
Oh, and there's a crash already at the back. Oh,
and there's already a crash on the Williams. The Williams has span out the.
And that was inevitable.
Oh great, safety car has been deployed. Damage on the track here.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see Tommy Real having either side pod or floor damage because that was a big sideways impact.
So I'm a little bit confused because I think has he got front wing damage? I'm a little bit baffled because all I seen was a Williams. I think it may have been.
I think it was Marchi. Yeah.
Marchi just diving it down the inside. I think he may have locked up his brakes or
I think so too.
Broke something.
He broke way too late.
Yeah, and then there was a collision down at the back of the field.
Yeah, even before turn 1 there was a collision with Crookran, I think.
Yeah, I'm just getting a bit of deja vu. Interesting then. So Kaiki and King Lemon, it would be lovely to see replays this year, but obviously Codemasters can't really make a very good game. No shade, no tea. As Cookon has, for some reason, retired from the Grand Prix. So is that enough? Even though there is a safety car that has been deployed.
And Marcia and Cookon have collided under the safety car.
Oh, and Marchie's out the race. Rambo's out the race, sorry. So, great. Yeah, there's something about Baku this week. It's really weird. Bram. Very weird in Baku.
Yes.
Very weird. Right then, sorry, just Bram was just telling me something there behind the scenes. Jonna then is up in the P2. Third is Dilemma. Fourth is Font Alba. Fifth is Milkman. Sixth is Tommy Real. Yeah, I'm just a little bit baffled what happened that one.
Tris has lost. Oh no, that's a Delta glitch. Never mind.
Sorry. Yeah, I was a little bit confused there. What happened? I'm baffled, really. But hopefully, Bram. Hopefully, this is only hopefully. Okay, hopefully when the drivers go after the safety car on the next lap, we can actually have some Baku racing this week. We can actually have some racing. I don't know if you understand, Bram. It's an absolute madness here in Baku. And it looks like the lobby is glitching or something's going on because King Lemon's apparently in P1.
No, the timings are always glitched. That's just how F1 goes.
Okay. Anyway, thank you for sticking with us, guys. A very eventful lap one. Obviously, damage. There would have probably been a safety. There would have been a safety car on lap one in real life. So very realistic scenes here. You know. But yeah, Bram. I'm slightly scared for this Grand Prix. I don't really know what's happening this week. Just seems like everyone's came to Baku and they really want to win. They really want to get the positions, the pace up, and it's just not really going the way that they wanted it to. Well then. So, Bram, how is this going to change strategy then? Because hopefully this is the first safety car. And this is the only safety car site of the Grand Prix. We don't want any more. How is this going to affect strategy?
Yeah, this has given a lot of drivers a chance to get rid of those soft tires, which are very terrible in the race. And I think Tris, Nicky and Jonah have made a mistake by not pitting under the safety car, sorry. By not pitting under the safety car.
Right, well, Kaiki is serving his penalty under the safety car. He's going on to another set of mediums. He's changing his front wing as well. So he's on that he's basically got a free pit stop, but he is at the back of the field. So then, apparently, Jonna is 2 minutes ahead of Nicky here. This is a big moment for Jonna in P3. Anyone joining us? We're about to get going again here in Baku. Apparently on lap 3 now. I'll be on lap 3 or lap 4?
Lap 3.
Is safety car going to be in this lap?
I think so, yeah, probably if the Red Bull catches up quickly enough.
Well, March is apparently 2 minutes behind, so it's a great start there.
Yeah, and the timing is all over the place.
Yeah, I'm just confused. It just seems like, I don't know, there's a lot more glitches going on since yesterday's update, because there was an update yesterday. You know, we didn't really have this, did we, last week in Bahrain?
No, last week in Bahrain everything was fine.
Well, anyway, hopefully they'll sort themselves out. Kaiki's caught up then, so are we going to get actual racing this week in Baku? Safety car's very late at the moment.
And is the safety car coming in? Yes,
Here we
it
go then.
is.
Here we go, Bram. Here we go. This is what we're talking about. This is what we've wanted.
Yes.
This is what we've wanted now for the whole week, because we've not been able to get racing because there's a lot of
Incidents.
things that go into Baku. A lot of, you know, you got to be careful around here, but also you got to be aggressive at the same time. So I can't wait for my race tomorrow. Here we go then. Tristan, P number 1. When is he going to bolt off the line? We're going to find out here in Baku. 3, 2, 1. Is he good? No, he's going to keep it very steady. This is some Mugello 2020 vibes here. Very scary. As someone's joined the session. That's
and Tris has had a great restart.
Here in Baku. Mafio's got the restart done, and he's up the inside now of Fontalba as they come down into turn 1. We've got some big action going on. Let's keep it nice and clean, fellas, as they come down into turn 1. We've got the Mercedes trying to get past the...
One of contact with Matty.
Trying to get them way through, and we are finally...
cleanly through.
Yeah, let's not jinx it. Right, here we go then. Oh, there's some action going on here. We've got Tommy Real bunched up between Mafio and Dan Boss. Dan Boss has had a shock out of the first lap. Obviously, he had to pit. Well, pitted, and it's cost him. He's down to P8. He was going for the victory, I believe, here in
I think he's still on for it, though. Because...
he's had a great exit. He's going to go up the inside of this corner.
Oh. And it's not made it work. Great try from Dambos, though. Audacious. Oh, and Tommy Reel's made a mistake in the castle section.
Tommy Reel's hit the wall there. Is there going to be damage to that Alpine?
And Dambos is really looking for a move. He's got overtake mode enabled.
Right then. I don't really know what's going to happen with Matty, Bram, because he's obviously on a set of hards at the moment, so he's going to be going very long into this Grand Prix. He could cause a big upset for this battle. Milkman should be up there really at the front. Dambos should be at the front, and Tommy Real should be up there as well. So
yeah, but that's because they've pitted under the safety car.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they need to get past Matt as quick as possible. Dambos has only got the slipstream then. They put the telemetry up. That would have been great on lap 1. Tris leads the Grand Prix, and Dambos is up the inside of Tommy Real. He takes P number 7 in this Grand Prix. I'm not usually the one that streams the races, am I? So it's actually quite a lot to handle here.
Yeah.
Jonna then, P4, and then we've got the front 3 within.
Jonna, Fontaba and Matt have not got a lot. Oh, and Matt gives a bit snap of an oversteer. As Dan has got past Tommy Real, but Jonna, Fontaba and Matt don't have great pace here at Baku. They're losing time to the top 3. And they've got hungry drivers on fresh mediums behind them.
I don't really... Sorry, Bram, to cut you off. I don't know what's going on with Jonna either, because Jonna had great pace in Bahrain, and he just can't really
keep up.
bring the same pace.
Oh, and there's the
yellow safety car! What's happened there? Someone's crashed.
No one's crashed, Maddie.
Is there damage, or what's going on?
I don't have a clue, but no one has had an incident.
I'm so confused. Maybe there was a bit of like damage on the track or oil. I don't know. You know, you got to be realistic about these things.
Okay.
But I'm confused. We've only had two laps of racing. Oh, that's not very good, is it?
No. Very disappointing, and I have no clue why the safety car was called up, because
I think Michael Massey wants to get that sponsorship money with the Aston Martin safety car. There's a good opportunity though for. Oh no, Tris has actually got damage on his front wing.
Ooh.
That's why the safety car was deployed. There was damage on the circuit.
Ooh.
So Tris has probably binned it in castle section.
Ooh. And they've both pitted. That's Tommy Real. I don't think he has.
So yeah, Tris has probably binned it on his own. Williams' team get to work, so there was obviously damage on the circuit that meant the safety car had to be deployed. I don't really know why the stewards could not just, you know, sort that out themselves and get, avoid safety car. But
And this
reduce
has
the streets
played
back in.
into the hands of Dan Milkman. Yeah, of Dan and Milkman and King Lemon as well, you could say. They are now
King
up
Lemon's doing
into
decent,
almost
yeah.
podium positions on fresh tires and better tires than the drivers
But
ahead,
obviously,
while only having to make one more
we don't
stop.
want all these. Sorry, we don't want all these safety cars. You know what I mean? We want, racing. We haven't got that here in Baku. We haven't received it.
True.
Quite disappointing, really. Tommy Real then has opted for a set of hards. Kaiki's on a set of softs, so interesting moves. Why's he gone on softs for?
I don't know, man. He's lost. He's got nothing to lose, so it might play out well, but I'm not sure, to be honest.
Triss is on a set of medium. Nicky opted for mediums. March is on mediums. So they've actually got to get their way through the pack now. So this is going to be a great race, Bram, to see what Triss and Nicky can do, because they were obviously the leading pack. Dilemma was, around the 5/10 mark behind. So it'll be very interesting to see. But yeah, this is a bit like Belgium. Just under safety car all the time. I know we had 3 laps there, but that's not the point.
Yeah, that's true. Safety car race so far as it was in Tier 1 yesterday, but let's not remind ourselves of that.
Yeah, very, very weird though. It seems like, I don't know, maybe it's just because we're at Baku and it's a street circuit, I don't know. I wouldn't expect this amount of, why is it so... Okay, Dilemma's looking very slow there, down the straight, probably warming up his brakes and tyres. Very important on this game, isn't it, Bram, if you want a good restart, to warm up those brakes and tyres.
Yeah, especially the tires are a crucial part of the car. If your tires are not up to temperature, you can forget it, and you won't have any pace. If your tires are overheating, you can forget it as well, and you won't have any pace either. So it's critical to get them inside the optimal operating window.
Definitely, and Dilemma is giving us a great demonstration of how to warm up those medium Pirelli tyres. But it is an F1X and McLaren 1-2 here with Matthew in P3. This is an absolute madness. See? But where Dilemma is right now, that will be me tomorrow.
That's correct. You came close last week.
Crooken's not happy. He's had a shocker apparently. So he's very disappointed, but he'll be back in Spain to give us a great performance, I'm sure, in Barcelona. I love saying that, Barcelona. Fourth then is BGR. Also, actually, next week we have actually got Dilemma's home race and Font Alpa as well, both their home Grand Prix.
Fantastic.
That'll be nice for them.
Yes.
And obviously, a lot more drivers. Ivan's in Tier 1 and basically a quarter of Tier 3. We're all going to have their home races next week, so that is great stuff. Here we go then. We are gearing up for the second restart of the Grand Prix. Let's hope this is the final one, because we don't want no more, because it's getting a little bit repetitive now. But obviously, Bram, if there is damage, very slow.
And that's interesting.
If there is obviously broken front wings and damage on the circuit, that can obviously puncture tyres. We are on standard damage that can puncture tyres, that can break people's cars if they hit damage and debris. So yeah, good call there from Michael Massey, getting in that promotion for Aston Martin safety cars. Here we go then, and Dilemma's gone. Dilemma's gone.
And they've left mud.
Down the field.
They've left Matt in the mud. They've pulled up.
Matt was already in the mud even before the Grand Prix started. Sixth then is King Lemon. He's got
an amazing restart.
Oh, okay. Jonna then versus Marchi. All kicking off. Got to be patient with the time, as Tris demonstrates there. Down into turn 3. Make sure you brake. Right there, bro. Okay then, so it's very spaced out. We'll be waiting for the safety car, but I really do hope, Bram, that is the end now of these safety car situations. Because I really don't want to be sitting here having to see safety car after safety car after safety car. There's been 2 safety cars. We've only had 2 laps of running, Bram.
Exactly, and Fontabas hit the wall on the exit of the corner before the castle section and is really struggling. I think he's picked himself up some damage.
Mafio's got some big chances here in Baku at the minute. Welcome to all 9 viewers watching. Welcome to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And at the moment, we have got Dambos right on the back now of Mafio.
Mafio right at the back.
This is incredible, Bram. I think there's a few of Dilemma's fans in here. They're going to be a bit like my fans last week in Tier 3. So let's not hope he bowls it like I did last week. Here we go then. It's going to be a slipstream fest as they come down the straight. Is Font Alba going to go into that pit lane? Looks like you are struggling there with the damage. Marchi then.
He's not.
They're going to go side by side.
And Matty's going to go for a move down the inside of turn 1, I think. No, he's not. Oh, and they're both going wide, and Dambos gets to switch back.
Side by side. Sorry, he's got the overtake mode enabled. Up the inside of the harsh driver, and he's done it. He's left him for chips there. P number 3 there for Dambos. Left him for chips.
Great move by Bijadan Souza. And he's just such a great racer, isn't he? The qualifying pace isn't always there, but the race pace is just incredible.
Souza linda. Here we go then. So we said, Bram, that Font Alba is losing pace. Well, he's just gained about 8 tenths on Dilemma. So, yeah. Don't think he's got damage. I think Dilemma may have the damage.
I think neither of them have got damage. I think both of them have got some decent pace though. Very interesting to see what they do with this strategy, because they can't pit on the same lap because they're teammates.
Oh yes, I forgot. Well, literally our teammates, yeah.
And Fontaba just messes up his line through esports corner.
On the exit of esports corner, that is going to affect his front wing. Is that damage? I think it might be. He struggled there. Yeah, Matt's got damage.
Oh, and Dambos is right off the back of Fontaba. He's got a good slipstream and some decent straight line speed. He's using a lot of his battery to overtake him. Fontaba doesn't defend very harshly, and Dambos tries to go down the inside of turn 1, but he doesn't have the straight line speed and has to back out.
Yeah, Bram, I think Matt has got damage on the front right of his front wing.
That's unfortunate for Matty. He was in a great position, but he bottled it once again. As Dambos breezes past Fontaba on the straight. Fontaba tries to get back in the braking zone.
At him, but no, can't do it. That's too dangerous. Great racing there from the 2 drivers, from the 2 Latinos. Marches then's picked up a penalty for crossing the pit exit line. He's had a shock out of a debut here. Anything can happen here in Baku. He'll be going to the end, I believe, on those hards, so he can still maybe try and still overtake the guys ahead of him when they pit, if they do. I don't think mediums can go, you know, about, well, lap 6, about 20 laps. I don't think the mediums can do that. Right then, Bram, next up for Fontalba is going to be Milkman. So we're going to see what Milkman can do. If he can try and get past, he's trying to get past as quickly as possible. Get that gap back up, catch up to Dambos.
Oh, and there's a yellow flag.
There's a safety 2. There is a sector 2 yellow. Is that going to be a safety? Great. Lovely. Yeah. Welcome to Baku. Bram, thank God that we got rid of Monaco.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. But anyway, Dambos is in the pit lane then. We are very sorry, viewers. But at least when the safety car goes, you're getting some banging race down in Sector 1, 2-lap racing, and then back safety car business. So a lot of money is going to be poured into that Aston Martin safety car, ready for Spain next week. Down boss then. pits in for a set of mediums. What's Tommy Real doing? Is he on hards? Yes, he is. Okay, so very mixed strategies here in Baku, Bram. But at least safety car's done that for us today.
Yeah, the safety car has really got us through the race. We're almost halfway through. By the time the safety car comes in, we will be halfway through, and Bernd Mylander is driver of the day so far.
Halfway through, we've been racing for about half an hour already.
Well, we've not been racing, have we? We've done more safety car laps than we have done race laps.
Well, I mean, drivers
Dilemma's still not pitted. That's interesting to me.
It's funny because I don't know. It just seems like we always come to Baku and there's always an incredible race, or there's always something to talk about when you come to Baku. That's the special thing about Azerbaijan. I'm just glad that we put it as round 2, Bram. Let's get it out of the way because I don't like this circuit personally.
Oh, I really like it, but the races just are bland sometimes in league racing. In real life, Baku always delivers.
Yeah, well, it's delivering now. Delivering now because when we go to Spain, that safety car is going to have a spoiler. It's going to have a diffuser. It's going to have chrome paint. It's going to be like GTA. He's going to be going. The safety car is going to go to Los Santos Customs, and we're going to be doing a full respray of the safety car, diffuser, spoiler, the works, everything. Maybe even a little siren as well. Lovely. But enough of me talking nonsense. Dilemma then will lead the safety car. But yeah, Bram, I mean, it's just not very... I don't know, it's just not... It's not delivering for me at this current moment back here.
Definitely not.
It's not delivering.
Definitely not. And Dilemma has pitted a lap too late. He's going to be last now.
Yeah. Don't know why he pitted.
Very,
this is definitely played into the hands of Nicky F1 TV. He's up in a P2 now. That's really played into his...
But he's got Dambos on fresh mediums behind him. Dambos going to be able to finish the race on those mediums.
Oh, Nicky's on hards. Okay.
And Tommy Rose as well.
Interesting. Mixed strategies then. Very, very mixed strategies here in Baku. And that's going to give us a great... well, 25% length race. I really do hope Tier 3 delivers tomorrow, then. That reminds me, do join us, ladies and gentlemen, for tomorrow's Tier 3 Baku Grand Prix, where I am going for the victory, of course. If you did see last week, I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for the support last week. It meant so much to me, to have everyone supporting me. But real talk, as Bram has had to go and get some batteries. Real talk though, yeah, do join us tomorrow for Tier 3 Baku. It's going to be an absolute cracker. So then as we gear up for this safety car restart, Tommy Real then, he's going to be under pressure. But he could potentially win this Grand Prix. He is on a slower compound. Dilemma then joins the back of field. Right, let's see if this safety car's in this lap. I do hope so. Yes, it is. Right then, here we go. It is time for the third restart, ladies and gentlemen. The third restart of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It's been an absolute madness, an absolute mazzoline, and I'm here for it. Front row seat, VIP section, champagne. Tommy will then warm up those tyres. When is he going to bolt? Dilemma left it very late last time. Let's see if Tommy Real does the same thing. These guys got to be very careful. They're very close. And Tommy Real's gone. And that is a great restart there from Downboss. Already got the slipstream on Nicky. A bit of double moving down the straight. That's going to be dangerous. We've got the Red Bull down here. Mafio then. Going to try and get the overtake done. You can see the modern mixed with the the old architecture of Baku. Round the outside goes Matty. What a move there from the Haas driver. He's up in a P8 now. And we've got Milkman up the inside of Tristo up the inside of Milkman. It's going to kick off now as they come down into turn 3. John's up the inside of the Haas. Decent move there. Very clean drive in from those guys. Bit of, what's the word? Loss of grip off the exit there. I don't know these words. Milkman in 8th, basically, ladies and gentlemen. Milkman loses the position to Maffio. And now Maffio's on the back of John. And Maffio's looking very strong at this stage of the Grand Prix. But one driver that it is not is Fontalba. He's not having a very good time, is he, on those hards? He's struggling there to get the power down, to get through Castle. So Tris needs to try and overtake as quick as possible. He's not got pace here in Azerbaijan, it looks like. Or he's carrying damage. Here we go then. You can see everyone there on the side of the circuit. Here we go then in the slipstream of Font Alaba as they come down into turn 1. It's a bit difficult, isn't it? Tommy Real sets the best up in the Grand Prix, 3 tenths ahead of Nicky. And Trish is up the inside, but Font Alba's going to try and turn in. Font Alba, great defending there from the McLaren, keeps ahead of the Williams. Got some action going on down here. Finally some racing here in Baku. And there's transposition. Gambos has got past Nicky, but Nicky's going to come back at him, but he can't do that. He's not got the pace on those hard compound tyres. And Tris is really losing time now because of Font Alba. Really losing time. He's really not having a fun time behind the McLaren. Maybe use some overtake, get past here. Definitely possible to overtake into this hairpin corner, but very risky. Oh, and Font Alba's, there's damage. There is damage that could potentially cause a virtual safety car, and it's going to be very difficult now. Because Font Alba's going to have damage. He's got about 4 drivers up his inside, round the outside. Oh, there's damage. March is out. That was inevitable. That was inevitable there, and safety car has been deployed once again here in Baku. And that was inevitable. He should have just let them through. Font Alba should have just let them through there. That was inevitable. Hit the wall on Castle. Wow. Absolute scenes here in Baku. March is out of the Grand Prix. And Font Alba really should have just let everyone through and pitted. But instead, the inevitable happened. It was very scary there. Very scary. I must say, it was scary. Yeah, absolute scenes here in Baku. Absolute scenes. Every single time we come to this track. Crazy. Mediums then for Tris. Mediums for Nicky. Tommy Vrill's on a set of mediums. I think everyone's really going to be now on mediums. Let's see what Font Alba's doing. He's opted for a set of mediums as well. You can see the McLaren guys getting to work. Koike then out on medium. So I think everyone is on medium compound tyres. Except for Dilemma. Interesting. So Dilemma's opted for softs. Yeah, this is an absolute madness Grand Prix. Safety car has been deployed once again here. It just seems like there's always some drama at Baku. And it's very entertaining, I must say. But we don't always want safety cars. We do want some good battles. Interesting. Koike then is on 7-lap old mediums. But yes, also I'd like to say sorry, really, apologies for the slightly smaller lobby this evening. We have got 10 left. Bram, you have missed a big crash, massive crash situation.
Ooh.
So basically, Font Alaba We've got batteries now. Front Alba crashed in Glasgow section. He just hit the wall and lost his front wing, and then obviously he was struggling around this section he is now, and he had about 4 drivers battling, having to go past him, and yeah, it just resulted in Marchi losing the back end under high speed, and he was in the wall with no wheel, so he was out of the Grand Prix.
Ooh, and he probably caused a big pile-up, didn't he?
Not really, no, not really. I think Kaiki was involved in that, but it weren't that big. But Fun to Alba should have really backed out and just let everyone through on the inside. But obviously that section of circuit is very difficult to navigate with no front wing and 4 drivers behind you. So, but anyway, the safety car is out here in Baku once again, Bram. It's like the safety car loves us.
Yeah.
Apparently there's lag. Apparently there's lag on my screen, which is not very good. Is the stream working still?
Yes.
Seems to be buffering on my end. I don't know if my internet's gone alley, but we'll see. Yeah, it looks like the drivers are lagging a little bit, Bram, on my screen at the moment.
Oh, on my screen. It's alright.
If we close Twitch, that might work. Okay then, Bram. So obviously, it's not been a bad race. It's been a safety car race.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm hoping now that these are going to give us some incredible battles. Because we know what these tier 2 drivers can do. Dan Souza, Dan Souza, there you go, sorry.
Souza.
Dan Boss.
Dan Boss, yes.
Dan Boss, BGR Dan Boss, guys. Do you understand? BGR Dan. Second is FXB Arjona. He's French, half Belgian. So, but he is signed with the Brazilian Esports, so that is in there. Very good. Oh, and
what's going on?
I've got problems. There's a big lag going on my screen at the moment.
Ooh.
And it looks like Matty hit the wall, but he didn't. So yeah, it's lagging at the moment.
Oh, that's good.
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what's happening. Hopefully it can sort itself out for this restart, and the restart's done. Here we go. Dan has bolted, and Matthew O'Bram.
It's right at the back of Jonah. Here we go. He's not going for it though.
But John has got slipstream. John's got slipstream on Dan Boss. So that's, yeah, I'm going to call him Dan Boss because honestly I can't. Oh, bit of action going on down here. Nicky and Tris, the 2 drivers that had that contact in Bahrain, remember. No action was taken for that. There might have been some action going on in the party chat after the race. Dilemma then up the inside of Tristan. So Tristan's had an absolute stinker, to be honest, Graham, compared to where he qualified. Obviously, yeah. P1 on the grid. He's down in P8 now, so only 4 points at the moment for the Williams. But yeah, he's very late on the brakes as well. He's very good at that traction. So.
Oh, and Tomiro sends it down the inside on Milkman. Things all right though, and Milkman keeps the position. Tomiro might have another chance going into this corner, and he dives it down the inside.
Don't go up the inside there. Don't go side by side in the no, we don't want safety car number 4. Yeah, Tom Hill backs out there. That's very... Oh, and there's damage. I think for Nicky, hit the back of Tommy Real. Yeah, there is damage. There is visible damage.
That's unfortunate for Nicky. There's nothing he could have done there.
End plate damage there for the German, I believe, from what I can see.
And everyone next to Lama's going to say,
oh! Yeah, that was not going to work, was it? That was not going to work the way that was intended. What's happened to Nicky now? Has he paused? Has he glitched?
No, he's probably going into the pits now. He's probably got some big damage as F1 Dilemma just made a stupid move into the esports corner.
I don't really understand, to be completely honest.
Me neither.
Nicky, okay.
Matty's going side by side with Jonah though into turn 1.
Okay, Matty. Okay, calm down. Okay.
He's on for a good result here. on for P2.
Imagine if he could potentially win this race. If Dan Boss messes this up, Matt could be looking. We've got some action going on down here. Nicky, yeah, he's letting everyone through. Yeah, that's unfortunate for him. But he is guaranteed points, Bram, at the end of the day.
Yes.
And the 1 point could prove crucial in that championship battle. He will be fuming because he did get, I believe, 3rd place in Bahrain.
Oh, and Milkman's in the wall. He's just messed it up on the exit.
If that's a safety car, I'm going to fume.
Oh.
Oh, and there's some goings on. Dilemma's hit the wall. This is an absolute. I don't understand what's going on, Bram. Honestly, I'm confused. Obviously, that would have been safety car in real life, so you can't really know, to be fair. But
Yeah, that's safety car number 5 of this race.
5?
Yes.
5? We were doing up a whole marathon of safety cars today. It's like China Tier 1. But it can't be helped, unfortunately.
Yep. This is gonna be, I can confirm this is gonna be the final safety car of the race.
So what happened with Milkman then? What happened with Milkman?
He just lost the car on the exit of the chicane. He went on the curb and spun around.
Went into the wall.
Dan's gone into the pits. That's interesting. Matt keeps on going and inherits the lead.
Of course Matt's going to keep on going. He's doing a me right now from Bahrain last week.
And I think it's gonna work out well for Matt because Dan's gonna be the only one, or one of the only ones. Oh, he's gonna exit in P5. That might make it interesting.
Well, that's where... Oh, okay, there's some damage for Fontalba here. Or Fontalba. So that's there. 2 McLarens double stacking. And that's Kaiki having to wait as well for the McLaren to go into the box. Interesting stuff here in Baku, Bram. We've had a lot of... wow. It's been a safety car dominating race, put it that way. It's been a lovely spectacle here in Azerbaijan. Lovely spectacle. You see this red safety car, Bram?
Yes.
It's had more airtime than those orange flares at the Dutch Grand Prix.
It's had more airtime than Michael Jordan in the air.
Yeah. Well, Bram, that was just not a very good joke, was it? That just didn't really land the way that you wanted it to.
Nah, because Michael Jordan doesn't land. Just takes off.
Dan Boss is in P5. Thank you, Bram, for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for those shocking jokes. But we want to obviously, get racing. And Baku's causing us problems. So there you go, innit? 8th then is Kaiki. He's had a shocker, but he's on a set of softs now, so he's going to try and get on it. But I'm confused what happened, Bram, with Milkman. Was it him that caused the collision himself, or was it...
Yeah, he crashed on his own. He just spun on the exit. Just a lack of traction. Went too hard on the curb and then the car spun round and he was into the wall.
Unfortunate scenes here in Azerbaijan, but this could well be the moment, Bram, that we've been waiting for Mafio here. This could well be the moment. Could Mafio win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix? This is literally the repeat of last week in Bahrain for Tier 3 for me, Bram. This is going to be a madness. I just hope that Matt gets a good restart. John's coming on the back of him. We've got Tommy Real on the back. We've got Tris up there as well. So it could potentially kick off here in Baku. Bram, who are your odds on now to win?
Still going for Dumbo, sticking with my guns.
Okay, well, I obviously I said Tommy Real, so I'm still sticking with that.
Yeah, Matt and John are on considerably older tires than Tris and Tommy Real in P3 and 4.
Tris as well. Tris as well, 4th. I didn't see that. But yeah, Bram, it's been a very eventful Grand Prix. Hopefully you are right, and this is the final safety car. Hopefully no one else crashes. We can just have 6 laps. 21, 22, 23. Yeah, 6 laps. Got to do the quick maths. 6 laps of pure racing. That's what we want. I think we've only had about half the race up there racing. Been crazy.
Yeah, not even half. I think. So basically, we've had 5 safety cars. Safety car is out for 3 laps, which means we've had 15 laps of safety car and 5 laps of racing action.
Amazing. Absolute madness. But it's not as bad as last night.
That's true.
There's not been any sort of contact with drivers. It's been mostly them crashing themselves out or hitting the walls. So.
And it's time to restart the race for one final time.
Here we go then, Bram. It's the moment of truth. It's judgment time for L.I. Mafio I.L. Very interesting name there for the harsh driver.
Matty really slowing the pack down, weaving to warm up his tires. Oh, and Tommy Run Tris have hit each other, which given them both a 5-second penalty. Dambos has got a very good reset and is gonna...
Might be removed because the penalty last week in Tier 3 was removed for Papa Devils and a collision with someone.
Oh.
I'll have to get the details there, but there's a lot of
action. Tommy will switch around the outside.
We have Romeo at the inside.
Oh, and there's contact!
Oh, there's been contact. Contact again, Bram.
Oh, and Dambos has been hit off the rear by Nicky.
Just very scary, isn't it, in Baku? Nicky's just going to get to the end then.
Yeah, Nicky's got a damaged car.
I'm not entirely sure what actually happened.
Matty's got a great restart though. He's 1.5 seconds ahead of Jone. He might be on to win the race.
Yeah, we didn't keep an eye on him. We didn't keep an eye on him, did we? We had so much action going on down at the back. But yeah, there was some major contact between, I think it was Fontalaba, maybe Nicky, because he's got damage. I'm not entirely sure who caused that. But madness here in Baku. Absolute madness.
Oh, and there's a yellow flag, and Fontalba has retired from the session. Luckily, there's been the maximum amount of safety cars already, so we cannot get another safety car.
Calm down. Tommy Real then, here we go. Actual racing is going to take place, Bram. Yay! Tommy Real then, slipstream, let's go. ERS in activation mode, and it's going to be a three-way train here. Oh no.
Oh. What?
Oh, lovely.
Tommy was lagging though. He's ghosting into Dambos' car, which is advantage for Dambos because he's on the soft tires, which are quicker.
He's got moved on. What happened to Tommy Real then? You can go 3 wide into that corner, into the first corner, but it's very difficult to do so.
Yeah. It requires a lot of respect.
Right then, Bram. Matt's flying. Matt's flew. Matt's took the private jet and he's already at the Barcelona circuit.
He's taking the private jet on the way to the podium ceremony. It's looking more and more likely he's gonna pick up a win with it as well. And Dambos is gonna go for
now.
Oh, and Tris! Oh, that's unlucky.
Oh, Dambos is in the wall! Oh, and Dambos has retired from the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and he's he hit the bit in the wall, didn't he? Oh, Bram. Oh, Dambos was in such a good position. I said, look, I was about to say, look out for Dambos, because he's gonna have a great performance here in Baku.
Yeah, and he was on for a very good result, but he just got unlucky there.
Who hit the wall then? Was it Tommy? Was it? Who hit the wall? Trace. Tris hit the wall. Crazy scenes. Crazy. Absolute crazy, Bram. Crazy. Oh, and Koike has locked up his rears.
And
These
this...
drivers, Bram, they're not really in the groove. I think this week so far has really been in the groove.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
They've
been pure chaos at Baku, and there's 4 laps to go, and I think Matty's gonna pick up a win here.
There's 4 laps to go, and there's still 26 tomorrow. So, buckle yourselves in, guys, because Tier 3 are here to save the Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
Understand?
Exactly.
We're here to save it, and Maldi is going to win. Dilemma then is on a set of softs. Tommy Real has got a penalty. So as it stands at the moment, Dilemma, if this was the final lap round, Dilemma's got a podium. And that is madness.
Yeah. Crazy scenes. He's had a good race, good pace. He's just messed up the strategy, but he's still on for a P3. For penalty removal, might be P4 though, because I think that penalty for Tommy Real will get removed.
To be honest, he's looked 6. So obviously all the points count, but I think these drivers now are just going to try and get to the end of the race. Been very weird this week, hasn't it, Ben?
Yeah.
Very weird. Very weird this week.
Definitely.
Hopefully we'll have better things next week in Barcelona, but Tommy Real's up the inside of Jana. So I thought Tommy Real was losing pace and losing time, but no, he's done it. Up in a P2.
Yeah, on those stretch tires was a good move, and Dilemma might be able to make a move as well on those 4 lap old.
Bram, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just waiting for something to happen. Dilemma then, he's right on the back of John. It looks like John has lost a bit of time. He is in that championship battle with Tommy Real, so it's crucial that he gets as many points as possible here. Has John got damage, or has he just got really bad tyres? Obviously, he is on 12 lap old tyres. Oh, there's been a spin! Koike's lost it on the STB sports corner there. So he just needs to just get to the end now. 10 points is still a decent amount. So, yeah, everything counts. It's only round 2 as well, so anything can happen. Down here then, Dilemma up the inside of John. Looks like John's tyres are gone, Bram. Or he just doesn't really have the pace.
Yeah, the 13 laps on medium is quite a lot, and those tires will be going off. Dilemma's now into a legit podium position, so he'll be very happy with that. And Tommy Real's catching up to Matt rapidly. He might be able to catch up before the end of the race. The gap's only 1.2, Maldi.
Matt is going to be pooing himself. Pooing himself. He needs to try and break that DRS before the long straight. That's what he needs to do. He needs to break that DRS, Bram, because that Alpine is going to be coming at him at a rate of knots. If it even is that he can open his rear wing. This is literally me last week, Bram. Literally me last week.
Yeah. Holding on for dear life. The gap's now only 0.4 of a second. There's 1 lap to go, and look how much time Tommy Real gains in those braking zones. Tommy Real's gonna be able to go for a move this lap. Tommy Real is gonna win this race, I think, Maldi. Except if Matt pulls off a defensive masterclass.
He's got a penalty, Bram. That might be
removed.
Off, though.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what the stewards think. And Tommy Rill takes the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix
on the final lap.
Lap 26.
Oh, and Matt gets a snap of oversteer on the exit.
Maffio's fuming. Maffio's absolutely livid.
Yeah, and there's just a pace difference, isn't there? Tommy Rill's already 8 tenths ahead after 2 corners.
Yeah, so Bram, obviously, I think this race will count here in Baku.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah, just very unlucky for Krucken, who crashed out. Rambo crashed. King Lemon as well. Marchi had that collision with Fontalaba. Milkman crashed on his own. Fontalaba crashed on his own. And Dan Boss, unfortunately, had that big incident with the wall here in the castle section. I can't speak today, Bram. I'm just absolutely confused. I'm bamboozled. Very confusing scenes here in Baku, but we are nearly over. I think we just need to get to Spain, get to Barcelona, and see how that plays out. I think that will be a lot better in terms of racing.
Right then, one final run up to the line. Tommy Rill is gonna cross that 1.4 kilometers straight and win on track the Baku Grand Prix, but it's all gonna go down to penalties, and I think his penalty will get removed. But for now, the provisional results has Martin P1, Dilemma in P2, Tommy Rill P3, FXBR Zona in P4, Kaiki in P5, Nikki in P6, and Triz in P7, with another disappointing result for him.
Well, I'm sure Nicky will be very annoyed with that, but he'll also be very grateful that he's able to get some points on the board. Every point matters, obviously, in Formula 1, so it's very important. Driver of the day then is Matty. I would say that is definitely, yeah, that's pleasable. Well, but although he has been quite lucky there with the safety cars today. A lot of madness that took place tonight, Bram. But the podium celebrations begin here in Azerbaijan. Your race winner on circuit was Tommy Rill. It is Matty. And that is your Azerbaijan Grand Prix. First was Matty. We'll be getting him in the party for a quick interview, and then we'll wrap things up for Baku. Second is F1X Dilemma. Third, Tommy Rill with a pending penalty to be removed or kept. Fourth, FXBR Jana. Fifth, FXBR Kaiki. Sixth was Nikki. Seventh was Tris. And it seems like the Baku City circuit has really proved difficult with a lot of drivers this week. Your non-finishers are Dambas, Fontalaba, Milkman, Marchi, King Lemon, Rambo, and Krucken. Those are your non-finishers here in Baku. Been absolute madness. It's been chaos. It's been amazing. It's been lovely, but it also has been a little bit annoying with drivers. So then we're going to see if Matt can join the party for a quick interview here in Azerbaijan. I don't know what's happening with the lobby because it's going, and we're now going into the lobby. Okay then, Matt, I'd like to conclude your audio. I'm going to give you a quick interview and then we'll wrap things up for Baku. It is quite late. We weren't expecting the race to go on so long. Matt, yeah, you've literally done about an hour's race here in Baku. It's absolute madness. How did the safety car, or the many safety cars that we had in that Grand Prix, how did that help your strategy today and get the win on track?
I don't know. I kept it simple, to be honest. I mean, starting on the hards, I just had no confidence on them, especially when I'm not using any line. It's so easy to just outbrake yourself with the heavy fuel. But the safety cars, onto the first safety car, I think, or the second one, I'm not sure. But it was the one, I think, about lap 8, lap 9, and I got front wing damage like a lap early on my hards. get replaced, but I had the second them behind my teammate, which put me down to pretty much dead last. And then out of all the safety cars on those mediums, the safety cars just kept helping just nurse those mediums to the end. And I think, I'm not sure what Tommy Real's 5-second penalty is for. I'm not sure if it's been a pit lane or something like that. But
some safety car collision, but I didn't really see anything wrong.
I don't know, but I feel like he had.
Stewards can investigate.
I don't know, but it's like 20 or something. But he was on much fresher tyres. I don't know. I was just trying not to get any penalties or not trying to get damage or whatnot, because it's easy to do that. But he was so much more quicker than me at the end to overtake me. But I thought I just let the penalty take and just let everyone run race. I'd rather just finish second place than balls it up completely. If you know what I mean. So I don't know what's going on with the penalty, but apart from that, from pretty much last to first, I couldn't be more happy with that, to be honest. Just stayed out of trouble, and yeah, maybe I picked up my moves and made a mistake.
Okay, thank you, Matt. Great race here this evening. Very, very bizarre here in Baku, but yeah, thank you for your questions. Okay, then. That concludes then your Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Very, very bizarre. Very bizarre. But do join Matty tomorrow for the Tier 3 Azerbaijan Grand Prix to see me win. And for the best race of the week.
Yes.
We'll see you tomorrow for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. If you don't want to see that, which I don't even know why you'd not want to see that, do join us next week at the Catalunya for the Spanish Grand Prix. We'll see you next time.